Yeah, so I started just as a mechanic, as a volunteer, and I started in the workshop just teaching myself a lot of stuff. I had a couple books available to me, one that I bought, one that another guy who volunteered let me borrow, and I just started taking apart old bikes that we had collected off the campus and trying to figure out how everything works and trying to figure out how to adjust everything. And I spent probably a month or two or a couple months just teaching myself and trying to learn as much as I can about bikes. I just love riding, and I love having my own bike and being able to fix it and just being able to do all that stuff on it on my own. And then after volunteering for a little while, I got offered a position to fix bikes on campus and to do maintenance on the bikes that are owned by the different colleges, and just to keep them up and running whenever they get flat tires, to go out and fix it and stuff like that. And as part of that, there was some extra money aside that I was able to work in the workshop a couple hours a week and start providing services to students and be here regularly. And so I started out working 6 hours a week, just myself, just 2 days a week, coming in the afternoons and just having the shop open and doing repairs and trying to fix up bikes to sell. And later those bikes I was trying to fix up to sell became the green bike fleet when we got more funding from the international office. And so they had heard about us doing it, about us trying to fix up these cheap bikes and sell them, and then we're offering to buy them back. And Tom Bayless Hack was interested, and he put together a grant proposal for us to get some money and start making this a bigger thing, to start continuing to sell to students, to recycle these bikes and make sure they kept getting used, because there's always a lot of students that come in every semester and they don't have a way to get around at all. So we thought it was a really good program. And we got, I don't know, some funding anyways thrown together from the university to start selling these bikes and to pay for a mechanic or two mechanics to start putting them together and fixing them, make sure that they were ready to go and that they were safe. And that sprouted up from, I think the first semester maybe I sold 5 or 6 bikes, and this last semester we sold over 100 bikes this semester alone, and we sold over 200 bikes since the program started about 2 years ago, which is pretty amazing. And yeah, as far as the future for the green bike fleet is concerned, I'm hoping we can just continue to keep selling bikes and get more mechanics. I'd like to get more regular hours and be open more and have more mechanics and have more people that are wanting to be a part of this and wanting to be a part of just, using these old bikes and not just having them collect dust and just rust away on the side of the road like we see a lot, or rust away on college. So hopefully we can get some more funding maybe for more mechanic hours, just to be in here to help students when they've got problems on campus, or if we need a bike to get around. And then we can have more hours open up, 5 days a week would be really great, and have, a couple of shifts a day would be awesome. And just have more people coming in, have more people willing to volunteer, more people wanting to be a part of it, to really promote cycling on campus. And ideally the JCU bug would help to continue promoting cycling on campus and try and make campus more cycling aware, more cycling safe over the next several years, and hopefully continue to keep going for as long as possible, as long as the university's here, and just really be an advocate group for cycling on campus. I know there's some workshops in other places that are run by other bicycle users groups. I know there's one I think it's in Stanford, in Northern California, and they do something similar. They have an end-of-ride facility that's owned and operated by the bicycle users group that's just part of the city. I think they get funding probably from the government maybe, but they run an end-of-ride facility, and they have a workshop with a mechanic in there a couple days a week anyways. But it's not the same as ours, whereas we do free repairs for students and try and do everything as low cost as possible, reusing different parts that we can strip off of other bikes and stuff like that. I think they're just a cheap mechanic, but they still charge you for all the services. And I know there's some other places that are trying to start up doing the same thing. It's really hard for a bicycle users group to do it, I think, because of the amount of funding that's needed and the infrastructure that's needed. We got really lucky in that this building used to be used for other things, and it was the former bug president, Adele Edwards, was able to convince the university to convert it into an end-of-ride facility and put the workshop in there. And so the infrastructure was already here when I came here and was able to start working. We just needed people to fill it up. But otherwise, I think it'd be a really good idea, and I think it'd be really useful, especially on college campuses. There's so many people that are just students that don't have money for cars and just need a way to get around. And a bike's, the optimum thing to do. It's eco-friendly, and it's just cheap, and it's really easy to do. So I think it's definitely possible, but it just takes people wanting to do it. Yeah, I think biking's a really awesome thing, and it's so easy. It helps you just really be a part of your community. If you're riding in your car and you're just driving around, you're all enclosed in your little box, and you don't necessarily see things in the community. Maybe you see things going past in the window, but if you're on a bike, you can really kind of engage, and you actually get to see the things. You get to go along the nice, lovely bike paths that most cities that I've been to have, and actually really be a part of the community. It takes you a little longer to get places, but that just lets you see more stuff and see more change, and really just get out there. And obviously it's ecologically friendly. Like there's less carbon emissions, there's less problems with anything like that. It's you're just having fun on a bike, and it's good fitness. And it takes up so much less space when you're driving and when you get to school or get to work anyway. So it's just a lot better. So I'd encourage everybody to really get on a bike at least once or twice a week to get to work or school or wherever you go. It just makes your life a lot happier and a lot easier.